What's up, guys? Welcome
What
back
up,
to
guys? Welcome back to
the function.
the function.
Welcome back to the function. We haven't been.
This is not podcast related at all, but we have a new roommate. To the people who don't hang out at our house a bunch. And I forgot we need to make a new group text. And I was trying to think of names today. And
I mean, is it not going to be the function?
No, it can't be because it's not. Because the function is now an entity. It's now an idea.
Well, it's not an entity yet. It will be at the end of this year once our contract fully executes.
Yeah, it's a aura. I don't know. Jack.
We probably shouldn't be talking about this. Jack is our roommate now.
Yeah.
Which that episode came out last week, so everyone has a refresher on who Jack is.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah. So that's
so yes.
So
which thank God I had that one in the vault because I was like, yeah, you ready to record? And then I was like, wait, I'm going to the beach on Thursday, and you're already at the beach. So I was like. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to hold on to this one and then just move it then.
Nice.
So that's what I did.
You're correct. So anyway, but I think we need to think of a second equally dope name.
Which I guess to start off or lead into that segue. So I'm really just jumping here. Fan questions. We don't have any. Send us some, please. Leading into that though, not only do we need a new group text, but for those who saw the tweet last night, we are about to start a content house on a new, the next social media.
The next big thing.
So, Poparazzi App. I can't believe it went from you being like, this app is probably so stupid. And we were all like, it's so stupid. And then I was just like sitting around and I just downloaded it. And then I was just like, oh my God. And then everyone did it. And then, we're now the most famous people on there.
Yeah. I know. I saw it on like startup Twitter. And
which is weird. I was like, I didn't see it trending. They don't have a Twitter account, and
they do have a Twitter account, but
I couldn't find it.
A couple thousand followers.
I couldn't find it at all. Like I couldn't even find one that had the logo. Like I was looking for the app logo, and I just couldn't find it.
At Poparazzi App, I think. So I only found out about it because a VC who had invested in it literally he tweeted this cryptic thing this morning or yesterday morning. He said, he's like, when the charts update this afternoon for Apple charts, whatever. He's like, there's going to be a new king sunglasses emoji. I'm like, that's pretty lame, but I am curious. And so, and then I don't know. I saw it in the afternoon. Someone posted about it, and I went and looked at his account.
See, you can get away with being lame like that as a VC if you are fucking rich.
Yeah.
So I don't know how. I mean, he's a VC, so he obviously has money. Yeah. But I don't know if he's like fucking rich.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like crazy rich.
Like I don't know if you remember. Do you remember that that season of The Bachelorette? Is that the one where it's the one girl, or is that the one where it's the one? The Bachelorette is one girl, right?
Bachelorette is one girl.
There's a season of The Bachelorette, and this dude literally steps out the limo on episode 1, and like I want to say like he's in a giant ranch bottle costume.
Oh. Wait, yeah.
But then I was like, what the fuck is this clown doing? And then it was just like, yeah, he's a VC and he made an exit with Venmo. And I was like, okay, that's this dude has a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, you're allowed. You're allowed then.
That's what I was saying. So I was like, if you make an exit to PayPal from Venmo,
yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find him. I can't remember what his name is. I follow a bunch of VCs.
Paparazzi though, let's explain what it is.
Yeah, so Paparazzi, it's actually sick. It's I don't know, it's a novel idea that is not that complicated.
The concept is interesting, but the app itself could be better.
It's new.
It's in beta.
It looks like
it's still in the beta, so it makes sense. But
it looks like they got a dev team to spend a month and a half doing the bare minimum and then just making sure that the bare minimum worked. And then we're like, okay, we're launching. Because it's so easy. It's so simple. They really had to launch fast or else this idea could be taken by anyone.
That's true. And I guess that's kind of like the thing. Because, I mean, one thing that I like about it, even though I wish it could be a little bit further along, which I guess if it does get further along, it'll be good. But like Instagram now is like 8 different apps.
Yeah.
So there's just so many fucking features. So if you were trying to rebuild Instagram today, that would probably take you forever.
Yeah. So what it is...
What?
That hurt. Sorry, I'm gonna explain what it is because we're fucking edging everyone. It's basically it's Instagram, except your profile is built like completely populated by photos that other people take of you. So if I took a picture of Elliot while he's like, I don't know, being stupid or something, of him like dancing or something, and then I tag him, it goes onto his profile. But he has the option to like delete it if he wanted to.
It's not delete it. You can untag yourself. That's what
really?
That's what I saw. I tried to do it because I realized it didn't matter. But I was like, if this is my feed, it would look dumb because you posted a photo and then Lily posted the same photo.
Oh, okay.
And then I was just like, why are these? That'd be like if I posted the same photo twice on my Instagram feed.
Yeah. But it's still an interesting concept because it's like I hate posting photos myself, but people take a lot of photos that I'm in.
Yes.
And I want my social medias to be populated, and the same happens for a lot of people.
To be fair, do you know how Instagram can instantly crush this?
Yeah.
Is if they just had, when you go to your profile, the tagged photos was just the first thing that would show up. That's literally all they have to do.
Yes, true.
That is how this.
I don't think
you can't comment on photos. They probably won't.
Yeah, because that's the point of Instagram. It's like your curated feed of you looking hot. This is like you being funny.
Yes.
Or like this is
Memestagram.
This is like candid. Also, the reason I said "ow motherfucker" or something like that. I was cleaning a glass while I was at the beach, and I.
Do you have glass in your hand?
Well, I dropped it, and then I went to catch it after it was shattered. I'm not exactly sure what happened, and I cut the shit out of.
Sounds like you were hammered.
No, I was
That's
making
bad.
my first drink. It was so upsetting.
Yikes.
That one hurts. That one is like deep. That
one's in a knuckle, so that also sucks. Yeah. But so the new app, first off, there has to be bots because Colin and I both have. It shows profile views, I guess, across or just views across all your posts.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it's
how
posts
it works.
you post and posts of you.
Because I've got like 3,000 so far, and I know you had like close to 3,000 as well.
We both have like 3,000. No, you have 4,000 now.
Because sure. I just am literally shit posting. I just went through my camera roll for an hour and just started tagging my friends in all of their hilarious shit.
Let's check. Let's see what we got.
So yes, go download Poparazzi and then follow us.
Yeah, I actually built Poparazzi. That's why we're supporting it. By the way,
first off,
you have 4.5. You're correct.
4.5.
Oh, I gotta follow Ben.
I don't know why I did that. I'm so stupid. That's so.
It's your new thing, dude.
What is this?
I don't know. It's what you do.
Somebody please come cut my pinkies off for doing that. That's so.
So the one thing you do have to keep in mind though is that the average age on this app is about 14.
Yeah, it's pretty young.
Yeah, and so. Like the explore page is like, it's like early TikTok, I think. I don't really know.
The explore page is actually where they're testing the new Kids Bop albums.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's not that young, but
I think it's cool though. And the whole idea is that you do burst photos. Like it's like paparazzi shots where they, take multiple photos of different angles, whatever.
Oh, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's kind of the meme on like paparazzi. And so I like the medium of burst photos, but I wish there was audio. It's like I
thought you can upload a video. Can you not?
I haven't tried, but
I haven't tried either.
But yeah, like burst photos is a nice happy medium between videos and photos, and it like runs like a GIF, or a GIF, whatever.
First off, seeing the way that I've just been shit posting and the way this app is going. If this app blows up, everyone is screwed.
Yeah,
because it's just gonna have Instagram is where you have all your nice tailored photos. This is where you have when you're out drunk, you're being stupid.
Yeah,
your head is in a trash can.
Right.
And you're doing the absolute most just insanely stupid shit that you possibly can. So whenever that's the thing that's gonna come bite. Screw everyone going back and finding tweets from 2012.
Yeah.
Or whenever they screwed James Gunn. This will be way worse.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I like that it's so candid though, because you don't have to use. It's like if y'all are like just doing something, like the friend that posts the most ends up contributing to everyone else's profiles, which is nice.
Yes, that's true, and I think I like it because I think that's a fun way of documenting fun nights.
I agree because you don't want to. Whenever you're doing something stupid or like doing something fun, you're not necessarily on your phone, but someone else might be taking a picture of you, and then you might never end up with that picture, and it'll definitely never end up on your Instagram. So I think it's fun to have that document or that paper, document trail of.
Download Poparazzi. Also, Poparazzi app. Please sponsor us.
Yeah,
I would fucking love.
Us.
I would. Yes.
He is at Elliot.
I got at Elliot. At Kala was already taken. Did you even try and do 2 L's or no?
No, I don't want that.
Okay, I guess that's
I'm
true.
at Colin Day Bear. So. Anyway, we love it. It's
awesome. I can't believe I got at Elliot. But then also, if I redid this, I would have done like POTUS or something.
For sure.
Just taking one of the big ones.
I saw someone.
Connor said he was going to take Tesla Motors.
someone on Twitter that was like in that thread was like, yeah, I just took at Microsoft and at Google, so
or take at Bethesda for every country. Did you see that? They probably been exposed so many times, but you just see it's just like it was showing that Bethesda doesn't really care about people, and it just shows the it was like at Bethesda Gaming, and like all those for all the European countries in the US, and it was like the Bethesda logo, but it was rainbow for like Pride Month. But then you see like at Bethesda Russia and China, and they're just the regular logo. Like obviously they're just like playing both sides.
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyway, where do you want to got a nice little list here. I don't know where you
I have
I guess because I don't know if you wanted to go here, but I guess because it's kind of like the farthest away since we talked about it. But do you want to talk about the off season?
Oh yeah. I didn't even get to listen to it until like this week, like last week.
Okay, well, sorry for spamming you so much about the album, and then that makes sense why you sent me no replies in relation to the album, because you didn't listen to it.
I didn't. No, so I listened to it the night of, but I was going to sleep. Like I listened to it the night of with my phone next to me, and then just like played it, and then slept through probably the second half. And then we played it while we were on the way to the beach, but I wasn't really paying attention. And then the time that I actually listened to it, we're on the way back, and I was driving, so I actually listened to it then. So that was the only time that I like really paid attention super hard. The Lil Baby song is perfect in every way.
I don't want to admit it, but Twitter was losing their mind of saying that J. Cole and Drake dropped this year, and Lil Baby washed them both.
Lil Baby's, I'm telling you, bro,
Lil Baby is coming for this man is for sure.
He's goated.
No, I mean dude, did you see in a week he's dropping a collab project with Dirk?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they finished a project, and Dirk and Baby have a collab project that's coming out next week.
Wow.
And that's going to be heat. And this man has dropped only heat. Just
La Babe.
I swear to God, his next album better not be. I don't remember the one that he dropped last year's name, but I hope it's not in line with the word hard. He needs to abandon that. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Harder than hard. Jesus Christ.
Harder than hard. I really liked La Baby, and I thought he did excellent. I was so confused because I heard that song, and I was like, oh, this is sick. And then I was like, wait, is this a feature? It was after that was like his fourth feature by that point. No, it was the second. I think it was the second, because after the 21 Savage.
No, because Boz is on there. There's a song with Boz and Black, and then there's a song, and then
okay, yeah.
And then I think there's one other feature.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until I was like, wait, there's not supposed to be features on this. But yeah, it was good. I think it was worthwhile.
It was, and I mean, did you watch the documentary on it that they did? It was like a 12-minute thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Recommend it. It's great. Mainly because I love Jermaine. It really got me back into J. Cole so hard, and I missed it. It feels real good. But
just a nice watch.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm gonna say this. I can't give it because I need to listen to it more. I need to sit with it more. And I haven't listened to it in a few days, but I listened to it so much. Like it dropped, and that was the only music I listened to for 3 days in a row. I did not. I literally just had the repeat. Just the album would finish, it would just restart. But it's for me, it's tied with 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I think this is one of his best projects. Period.
I enjoyed every single song.
Me too.
And
it made me like the Climb Back a lot more too. Like the one that he re-released, that he already released.
But I think I don't know. I haven't heard it in enough settings because I don't know. I loved For Your Eyes Only also, but that was because I listened to it like I was like super like stressed. It was like 2 a.m. when I listened to it, and it was just like cool and like relaxing. And then after that, I was like, okay, it's kind of It's all right.
Well,
Good,
I like it a lot. I hated it at first because I went into the expectations of 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and they were not at all.
Yeah.
The reason I don't have it higher is because I have to be in the mood to listen to it because it's a serious album.
It's super, and it tells a lot of stories that are like, I don't know. It's kind of telling stories over beats more than like musical. Like
it's more of his, in my opinion. It's like very similar to Pimp a Butterfly.
That's what I was going to say.
But for J. Cole.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, 2014 Forest Hills Drive is
also you're not going to be at a party and throw on the 8-minute closing track For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, like Neighbors is the only song
is about.
But I mean, I think in the same way that 2014 Forest Hills Drive was like, he was telling stories over beats also, but it was definitely more of like a party. Or not party, but just
casual
like
listen. It's more of a casual listen.
Yeah, and then I think he started swinging back with KOD, but I don't know. I just didn't.
KOD, I think he still had a message to tell.
Yeah, I just didn't love. I actually really liked a few songs. Like Kevin's Heart is one of my favorite J. Cole songs, probably all time. Maybe my favorite, but I don't know. Like I liked several songs from there, but I didn't like the whole album.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree. No, I definitely agree with that. This one though, like I'm telling you, this man was swinging for the fucking fences with 95 South. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I lost my mind whenever I put that on because I was kind of expecting another more introspective storytelling.
Yeah.
And then he comes out with this fucking beat.
So
I was like, Cameron is on this fucking intro? Like, and at first I thought Cameron was going to be like narrating the whole album and I was like, that would be sick. But
no, I was going to bed and then it was like I don't know.
That is not a song to go to bed to.
Yeah, no, it was like 11:30. I was like, oh man, J. Cole just dropped. I'm like, I need to check it out. So I turned it on. I'm like, oh shit. And then
I literally did not. I waited till the next morning because I was super tired Thursday night. I didn't. So I was leaving. I was driving to my house and I put that on and then I was like, luckily I was in my car. So it was loud.
Yeah.
So I was listening to that. I didn't move on. I repeated 95 South 4 times before I was like, I'm not done with this song. Like Connor said it was overhyped, but Connor, no.
Connor hates J. Cole.
But Connor also hates J. Cole. So I was like, okay, but
his opinion does not matter.
Put an M up on your head, you Luigi brother. I know that's literally the most talked about bar on that album. Oh my God. I wanted to just like ram my car into something because the adrenaline was flowing that hard that I was just like, that bar was insane. And just the Krispy Kreme dreams, all my dogs want to kill 12 also. Like there were so many hard bars on that. And then just to finally outro it out of just like how hype that song was, the Throw Your Hood Up, Lil Jon and East Side Boys sample at the end was just perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what it was with this album. I think it might have just been that he wanted to be a little more like.
This was his most braggadocious album to date. Like, which I'm gonna get back to, but like the hip hop numbers on Twitter or whatever, who like breaks down like hip hop stats. Like that's, I mean, he like broke it down. It was just like it was noticeable how much more he was like bragging on this fucking album.
I think he was just trying to make it a little more palatable. Like not palatable.
He wasn't done.
Casual consumer listening.
No, I mean, I think he's like he said. I mean, he talked about this and like I thought it was going to be an album called The Fall Off, and I thought that's what this album was going to be, which now makes me realize that I think we're getting one more album before he retires. And I think we're getting it this year. Like he made it sound like The Fall Off is coming this year, and like that's what he's going out on. But this is kind of just something of like, oh, not only am I back and I'm going out with a bang, but like fucking boom. Like J. Cole whipped his dick out and threw it on the table.
Threw it onto the table.
With that album.
But
no, it's connected. It's just
like a rope.
Like yeah. But first off, they talked about this and you could like tell in the little doc that they did, but like 21 Savage and J. Cole's chemistry is actually insane, even though their vibes are so different.
Yeah, totally different. Because like Boz and J. Cole, I get. 21 Savage and J. Cole just doesn't compute as
whenever
well,
I saw that on the track list, I was like, this doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Even though I thought it was gonna be the same thing. Is Moneybagg Yo as a J. Cole feature, which that was even more of just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
But no, I was like, this is weird. I was like,
I mean, a lot.
no, I'm saying like before a lot. I was like, this is weird.
Yes, I agree. Before a lot, I was like,
Which also my favorite thing is I like knew it was coming. That like whenever My Life came on, I was just like, I'm getting, because remember before when the album first dropped, there were no features listed.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
So-
when I heard the third one, I was like, wait, this doesn't seem right.
Well, I knew for sure because when the guy on the chorus came on, which I don't remember his name, but that dude has a beautiful fucking voice, and I want to hear more of his music.
Are you talking about like
The guy who sang the chorus, made it out the struggle, don't judge me, that dude. But then I was like, oh, there's features. I was like, 21 Savage is for sure on the song, and the guy finished the first chorus, and he's just like, huh, say what? And then it started his verse, and I was like, let's go.
Nice.
And I don't even care that they made the same song. I don't even care that it was kind of a lot too. It was still heat.
I don't know. Yeah, no, like I'll never be upset about that. It's like Slippery and
I get the bag. But I still love the 21 Savage had a bar where it's like, you calling me chicken, you breasting me or whatever. Like, I thought it was really entertaining of a bar, but it was just like,
I think I missed that one.
it was good. But overall, I think it was great. I think even though even the more kind of like story-based songs, I thought were amazing. I thought they were really good. But I mean, also, I thought all the features were great. I thought the more upbeat songs were great. Because that was kind of what I thought, is I was like, J. Cole had Tale of Two Cities, Get on My Dick, Fire Squad, No Role Models, like all on that album. And I was like, he hasn't really put a song like that out.
Yeah.
Since. The only thing I can think of is like maybe like KOD or ATM, or like features. But no, he did it. He did it on this one. I think, yeah, Pride is the Devil. First off, banger. Which, first off, you need to go listen to it if you haven't to yet. But did you know the beat from that?
No, but I heard about, like, so yeah, but no, I didn't recognize it. But that's because I haven't heard.
That was one of my favorites.
From
that was from Amine's album, his last album, Woodlawn. I think that's what it's called. No, what is it called? I don't remember. I'll have to look it up.
No, we just talked about this. So we listened to a bunch of Amine because Nolan's a big fan.
Did you listen to his third album yet?
No, and
you need to.
Yeah,
especially because that's what pissed me off. Of like, I was like, I heard that album and I was like, this is his best album to date.
Yeah.
And then
that's what
no one talked about it. Like, because he kind of was just like pushed under the rug, and it was just like, okay.
That's what Nolan said, and I was like, yeah, his second album was kind of dog shit. So I like, and he was like, dude, this
it had like Reel It In. That was the only song I listened to.
Literally,
Reel It In was fire, but
very good. Is Riri on the new one, or is that
no? Riri is on fucking that album.
The third one.
The third one.
Oh,
the third one has so many bangers. It's got like so many bangers. It's a very good album. There's a lot of like deep songs on there. Like, he gets pretty deep on that album. And one of the things that pissed me off more, especially when I heard Lil Baby come in on that song, is I was like, I love this version, but I also love Amine's version just about as much.
Yeah.
And I was kind of just like, no one knows this is a sample. Like,
yeah, I mean, I didn't notice at all.
So,
well, okay, someone said on Twitter that he has a sample from, not the warm-up. I don't know if it was Friday Night Lights or the warm-up, but it was one of his two older ones, and I don't remember which one it was. And they were like, "Oh, dude, you can just totally hear his growth here." I don't know. I don't know if you recognized it or not.
No, because I actually really was trying to listen to the warm-up a lot, or whichever is the one. Not the one with his hands and his face in his hands, but the one where he's like in the snow with the hoodie on holding the basketball. I listened to that one a decent amount. That's one of the come up or the warm up. It's like one of those two.
What was the one with it's not even on Apple Music. It's the one on SoundCloud.
Those two are both mixtapes that I downloaded from DapDef.
Oh, okay.
Like, neither of those are on streaming services.
Oh man, I can't remember what the song was that we like sophomore year, like 2 years ago. We were like, "Yo, this is fire." We invented it.
There's the yours truly. 2 EPs that we
Yeah,
listened
that
to.
was it was on one of those. I think it was on the second one. I don't remember what song it was, but
There's Kenny Lofton I love.
No.
Was it Head Bussa?
no, it was like just kind
Was
of
it Chris Tucker?
No, it was kind of like just a regular name, like a
Can I Holla at You?
no.
I'm just going off all my favorite songs. Crunch Time is another good one. Rise Above is a good one. We can figure it out after.
Yeah.
Anyway, overall, great song. I wish more people would give Aminé credit on his song Can't Decide, because that song also just hits.
So what's your rating out of 10 out of 7 on the off season? Out of 7.
Rating out of 10 out of 7?
No, out of 7.
It's a 10 out of 10 out of 7.
Okay.
No, I thought that was a fucking perfect album. That's my AOD so far. Like, I don't think there's been a better album that's come out this year than that one. I can't think of. It's always that's where the AOD always comes in, is I can never remember what albums dropped when.
I can't think of any albums that dropped this year. So
I heard Nicki's was good. I haven't listened
nope,
to it.
it was horrible.
Oh, well,
I listened to it again and it was horrible.
Seeing Green was fire. I fucking love Seeing Green. That song was amazing. Now I'm glad I know I don't have to listen to the album, and I'm just gonna stick with that song being my only impression of that.
So the album, let me just get started with this. It's 25 songs long. It's an hour and 17 minutes. And it is, in my opinion, from my limited experience with Nicki Minaj.
As J. Cole says, when your 30-song album drop, you make a measly 100,000.
It was the worst Nicki Minaj album I've ever heard.
And you're a Nicki fan.
Yeah, or at least more than this.
More than the average person.
Yeah. I like more of her songs than Super Bass. So it was awful. It was just hard to listen to.
I was scared. I didn't want to listen to the Best I Ever Had remix because I was like, I'm afraid this
is really good.
I was afraid it was going to be ruined.
No, not at all. It was actually enhanced greatly. I really liked her verse on that. It was cool. But besides that, every other song was her saying, I don't like the new female rappers, and it was just bars about that, and then that was it. And it wasn't like very good bars. Her flow was kind of the same the whole time. The beats were awful. Holiday, that was the producer.
DJ Holiday?
Yeah. I don't know how old he is, but I have to assume 75.
He's been
because all the beats were like so 2005. It was like,
yeah, so he's been around for a minute. I've only heard him. He used to do mixtapes. He did a lot with he did a mixtape with Kevin Gates that I liked. He did the first Murder for Hire, I think.
Okay.
Kevin Gates, because I know his thing is holiday season, or like
super loud. Also, she had so many producer tags on all of her songs. I don't know. It was very jarring. I
kind of want to produce a song whenever you're just like super successful and just like have every fucking famous producer touch it once, just so that you have 80 producer tags on it.
Have you seen that
has video? To be a meme. No,
there was like a video. It's like when there's too many producer tags, whatever, and it's a full minute of just every producer tag. No, it's more than a minute. It's like almost 2 minutes, and then it's like one bar and the song ends.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
So funny, and it's like a guy sitting there. He's like, and it's like it says Metro, whatever. It's like, and he's like getting hype. He's like, oh shit, and then it's like after like 10 or 15 of them, he's like, okay, all right.
Are they
anyway? So the beats were like classic Young Money, like just. I don't know. They really need to just get Metro to produce their album. I don't know. Or someone.
I think, first off, Lil Wayne, if Lil Wayne could finesse doing a Young Money album, I think that would be legendary.
I think
like a 2021 2-day Young Money album.
I think I don't know, the whole label just uses way too old of producers. I think they just need some fresh beats. That's really the biggest issue. I don't know, but like they just use, what was his name?
They use Manny Fresh?
No, who's the guy that produced like all of Funeral?
I don't know.
I keep thinking South Side. It's not Swiss Beats. It's S something. Oh man,
we'll look it up. But
whatever his name is. Anyway, guy from like 2005. You know, good producer.
Probably not, but yeah.
Huh?
I bet he isn't. But
no, trust.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, like actually, like produced like the Carter 2. And so, a good producer, but just a little outdated. Like, hasn't really updated his sound a little. Anyway, so that's how it was. It just felt like an old album, and she didn't really. I don't know. It was just kind of bad, but she did have some bangers. The Young Money song, banger. It was just Wayne and Drake.
Seeing Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song was heat.
Best Ever Had remix, I thought was excellent. She pretty much left it untouched, except for added a verse and a chorus that she sang on, which was pretty cool. But besides that, I was just like, we couldn't finish it. The last 4 songs,
Okay.
I'm like, how much more of this album is there?
Okay, yeah. I won't listen to it then.
Yeah.
One final thing I want to throw back on the J. Cole thing that I touched is, I think Genius is cool, but like some things with modern media, I know they're just trying to get clicks, but like, I guess this means that I'm just I'm a music head, and it's stupid. But like this article is, I'm like, how is this an article that it was, here's why J. Cole and Lil Baby's Pride is the Devil sounds like Aminé's Can't Decide. It's because he fucking sampled the beat.
Sampled it.
That's just, that should be the article. You click on it, just says he sampled it. That's it. That should be the fucking article.
Dude.
Like there's no reason to write an article on that. Like that's the thing is there's some things that I think with modern media now is they try and write articles that it's really just like the headline says it all. You can do it in one, you can explain this concept in one sentence.
I feel like that the article is probably fine because they could be like, Aminé's album was kind of underrated and J. Cole saw.
Well, also
some
T minus to
inspiration
the
in it.
beat. That makes sense. T minus has produced a lot of J. Cole's later stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a very simple article. Like, I think that article makes sense because it's like Aminé might have, his last album was underrated, and maybe J. Cole was trying to, I don't know, help him out by whatever. But the headline should be something like that, and not why it sounds similar because he sampled it.
That's literally it.
Comments. Yeah, that's dumb.
So if you want to stay in music, I do have something we could do that I wanted to break down. So this is from Hip Hop Numbers on Twitter and Instagram. Go follow the fella or the lady. I don't know. I think it's a dude, but so it's the most overhated rappers according to his thing. So
if it's not Nav number 1,
no, he's not even on this list.
yeah, like he's so hated. He's so hated that he thinks that even hip hop by the numbers believes that he's bad. Yeah.
So
he's the correct amount hated.
I wanted to go through these. Some of these we're gonna have like no comments on, so we can probably go through this. But there's some that we can like talk a good.
Wait,
bit
hold
on.
on. Let me give you my top 5.
Okay.
And see what's where they rank.
I'll see how many you get right.
Number 1, most hated, most overhated, right?
Yes, most overhated rap.
Okay. I think number 1 is going to be Logic, or I think he's going to be really high. I think 2 is going to be J. Cole. I think he's also going to be super high. I think Young Boy. No, maybe not Young Boy. I'm gonna take Young Boy off. I'm gonna say. I saw Eminem on there, so I guess I'm gonna take him off. I'm not gonna use him. I just saw his face. Okay, I'll do. What did I say? Logic, J. Cole, Drake. I'll say Young Boy. Fuck it. And then number 5.
There's one on here that you're for sure not gonna get, but go on.
Okay.
Throw your last one out.
Macklemore. I don't know if he's overhated. I don't know how much he gets.
So,
hate. I'm gonna say Macklemore. Whatever.
So first off, almost all of those are on the list.
Okay.
But you got Logic is number 1. That's
Nice.
for sure. So the top 5 is Logic. Second is Big Sean. I do not think
What?
Big Sean is overhated at all.
Who hates on Big
That's
Sean?
what I'm
Big
saying.
Sean's great.
That's what I'm saying. Is especially at number 2.
Yeah.
3 is J. Cole.
3. Okay.
4 is Tyler the Creator.
Wait,
I didn't
think
really
I said
get that.
J. Cole at 3. No, I said him at 2.
You said him at 2.
Damn, pretty
Tyler
Tyler the Creator.
I know.
Hated.
I didn't really. He's like fucking obsessed over now. This must be old data or pulling from old data because like
So what is he pulling from? Is it like sentiment analysis?
I don't know because I know Tyler has made Tyler went from being dark and edgy and anti like everything to being like he is adored by fucking everyone.
I feel like Tyler the Creator has 0 haters and a bunch of people who love, or no, like a small group who really loves him, and then everyone else is just like, yeah, he's probably good. You know, like nobody. I feel like nobody hates him, but I don't.
They
know.
used to. That's what I'm saying. Is
Really?
he was banned from the UK for 5 years. He had a 5-year travel ban on the UK because they were like, we cannot take your music.
Oh, okay.
You haven't probably heard his early shit. His early shit was very aggressive, very dark, very interesting for all the shit that came out. And that's why he blew up, is because people were like, we have never heard shit like this before. So 5 is Chance.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I forgot that people. hate him now.
Okay, so let's go. I want to start from the bottom and then we'll go back up and we can discuss.
Okay.
So 25, Polo G. I don't listen to Polo G enough to have any opinion on this.
Great.
So
every
next.
song he drops, banger.
Next.
Should be on the list.
24 is Diddy. Only thing you can say with Diddy is that he's more like DJ Khaled and a record producer than he is a rapper.
What was the last song you heard by Diddy?
I heard his group, Diddy Dirty Money, do from their Last Train to Paris album, Coming Home.
Okay.
Which I don't remember him having. I know that song is by him, but I swear to God, I don't remember him having vocals on that at all.
Yeah. So.
Also, second thing, I have heard Diddy featured on a handful of songs over the past 4 years, and I don't think he rapped over anything. It was kind of him just being like, bad boy, baby. Yeah, they don't fucking like black billionaires. I don't know. He's just speaking over the beat. He's not even like rapping or like singing. That's my only beef, is I'm like, I'd like to hear him like at least like not like I can do that.
Right.
23, The Game. El Chapo's fire, Ali Boumailla's fire, and that album Ali Boumailla's was
who's
on.
hating on him?
I don't know anyone who hates on The Game. He's kind of just there, doing his own thing.
Exactly.
He's been actually probably over the 20 years he's been around, has just been very consistent.
6ix9ine is my number 6.
He's in there, but we'll get there. 22 is Kodak Black. Okay,
I agree with that one.
I feel like
overhated.
I feel like he's overhated, but I also feel like he's kind of just grouped in. I would just group him in with just like people who hate mumble rap.
Yeah, I think Blueface is also going to be top 10.
So this one was weird. 21 is Jay-Z. I didn't think Jay-Z. I think you either really like Jay-Z or you respect him.
No, I get that one because people are like, he sucks. He's like, all y'all old heads like him, but he actually is not good. Which I get that opinion. So like, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not.
No, like I like Jay-Z, but I've seen people say that kind of stuff where they're like, oh yeah, it's just all the old heads who like him. He's dog shit.
So number 20. First off, I thought he'd be higher because I fucking love him and I know he's very polarizing, and that's why there are a lot of people that hate him. But 20 is Kanye. I thought he'd be a little higher on the list.
Higher also. I didn't say him because I thought I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of thought maybe this list is going to be more like, you know, actual just people that are like hated on a lot and are.
So I don't want to beat the dead horse on that, but I mean, I love Kanye. You're just on Kanye.
Yeah.
So we don't have to get into that, but that's what I mean.
I think you would. I'm surprised he's not higher. Like I would have said he's more overhated than, because he has objectively so many classics that like. But also, I know, because there's so many people who hate him, and he still has so many classics. So I don't know.
So number 19 is Macklemore. I thought it'd be higher on this list. Personally, I think
he's just smaller. You know,
I guess, but I mean, I like Macklemore, but like at the end of the day, my thing is like he's not for everyone. So I think he just got too big for his sound. Yeah. He is just not for everyone. So the fact that he won like 4 Grammys whenever he fucking came out of nowhere, I get why people overhated him then. Now he's kind of just settled back down in his thing. I kind of liked when Ryan Lewis was producing for him. Like his last album was good, but like it was just Macklemore. There was no Ryan Lewis, and I think their albums were better as a team. Like, first off, I actually hated the song whenever it came out. And you got me to absolutely love it. But Downtown, such a fun song. Downtown. Like, that's just a fun song.
Yeah, so good.
And he makes a lot of, like, fun music like that. Like, he's got one that's, like, very intense and, like, dramatic. And it sounds like it's, like, a song you play on Halloween called Dance Off. And, like, Idris Elba is featured on it.
What?
And it's just, like, Dance Off. And it's, like, very weird. But, and it's, I swear to God, it's on, like, a Monster Mash type beat. Like, he's got a bunch of fun music like that. And it's just like, hey, it's not for everyone, but I get why he's on the list.
There was a TikTok that showed me. It was like name that tune from 2010s, and it said this one appeared on the number 1, you know, on Billboard chart, whatever, on February 2nd, 2012. He's like, here's the lyrics, no melody. He's like, what, 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 I'm, and that was it. It was Thrift Shop.
I got it.
Okay.
If you said number one song, especially for what we're talking about, number one song 2012, I instantly would have said Thrift Shop. If not, I would have said Can't Hold Us. But you said what? So then next is Earl. I don't know why Earl Sweatshirt is on this list. Earl
Who
just has,
hates on Earl Sweatshirt?
I don't know anyone who hates on Earl Sweatshirt.
Everyone's
It's
just
either
like-
you like him or you don't care.
You like him, or you're like, I'm sorry about whatever happened to you because you seem really sad.
17 is Playboy Carly. Carly. Playboy Cardi.
iCarly's alter ego. It's just Miranda Cosgrove.
This
but
is
she's
why we
got
need an
face tats.
intern. I need our intern to make a meme of this. Is me saying Playboy Carly, and then it's just it's just iCarly just
iCarly
sitting in the
face
studio
tats.
just with the bitches from his first album. Or no, it's iCarly doing the fucking front flip into the crowd from Dial It. Anyway, I get this. I know Playboy Cardi is. I think he should be higher on this list.
Yeah.
Because
kinda hate him. No.
I loved Whole Lotta Red.
Yeah.
But like, you kind of have to get it. It's like, this is, at the end of the day, it's like, this is the most simple
ass.
shit ever. Like, there's literally no meat to it, but like, it's unique. Like, it's almost like I'm genuinely impressed how much they're pushing the boundaries of being like, how simple can we make a song?
I think
And he just keeps doing that.
I think what happened is Playboy Cardi acquired a big niche following, and then had like one or two hits, and then Whole Lotta Red was very Playboy Cardi, and then all these new people came in, were like, this sucks, and everyone
He
who, like,
just
listened
got,
to him-
because of all the cosigns he just got huge.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing when people hear like Young Lean. Like Young Lean got a bunch of cosigns or whatever, but he's like got a very niche following.
Yeah, well, then everyone who like didn't really listen to his old stuff and was just like new coming in was like, this sucks, and everyone who used to listen to him was like, this is Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, it's just like this. We were expecting this.
Yeah,
You weren't.
This is what he makes.
So 16 is Azalea Banks. I have no idea who this is, and I'm willing to skip it if you are.
Azalea Banks is what is she on? She's big. That's a big name.
The name sounds familiar. I have no idea who this person is.
You know who she is, trust me. But I don't know why. I can't remember why. She's I really can't even think of a song that she's on.
All right, we're
I gotta
skipping.
be honest.
We're
Yeah, we
skipping.
can skip her.
Next is Designer. I don't think Designer is overhated. I think he's just like, he had a few bangers. He's kind of just bad. And that's just how I feel. I think he's very deserving of a lot of the hate.
I think Azalea Banks is known more because of
Features.
no, who she's like in a relationship with.
So my thing also with Designer is it's just kind of like, he only got so big because Kanye West saw this mumble rap wave and was like, oh my God, this dude sounds like Future. I'm only signing him because he sounds like Future. And that's what he did. And then after that fell off and he couldn't perform, they dropped him from the label. So that's not a surprise.
Yeah. Wait, Designer? We're talking about Designer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love
14,
Designer.
Meek Mill.
Yeah, just because Drake, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
think
I guess.
because of the whole Drake beef, all the Drake fans are just like, "Oh, Meek Mill sucks," when that's just not true. I think he's definitely overhated, so I think that's a correct placement for him.
Okay.
13
is 6ix9ine. I'm gonna be honest. I thought he'd be way higher on this list.
Overhated means that it's not warranted. Like there's not a reason for it. Overhated means that they're hated more than they should be. I think he's hated appropriately. I think he shouldn't be on this list at all. I think he's hated as
you're
as
right.
much as he wants to be hated, which is a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. No.
So
No, that's the thing. He wants to be hated.
Exactly.
So actually,
So
he should not be on this.
he
You're
shouldn't be
right.
on the list at all. He is perfectly.
He's literally a troll. He is the
correctly
troll of the rap game.
Yeah.
Like, that is maybe the perfect thing that you could describe him.
Dude, that video looked so hyped though.
Oh, after that concert?
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing that I was saying. It's like, everyone's just like, oh, this man's music. I mean, like, if he would do a show near me, I'd fucking go to
Oh my
one.
God,
I
I
would
would
go
too.
to a 6ix9ine show in a fucking heartbeat.
The energy, like I can.
Dude, it's the same reason people go to like heavy metal concerts and just like super insanely like hype shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's not, you're going for the energy, not the music.
I can accept if he's like a bad person, but he didn't even perform. He was just listening to his own music and then doing ad libs
Oh, he was?
and dancing. Yes,
That's
it was
hilarious.
awesome.
That's
I was like, that would be so. It's like going to like a rave, or like a festival.
Yeah, and also that's better because the energy. Like Hannibal Buress talking about how he went to a Riff Raff concert and the dude just sat on a couch and listened to his own music and would just like say a few bars and then just keep chilling. Anyway, number 12, Lil Yachty. I think Lil Yachty should be higher on this list because I think he is overhated.
I don't think he's overhated. I think he's bad. I think he's a pretty bad artist. I love Lil Yachty though. I've always said that. I hate that I don't like his music, but I don't find him.
No, I think my thing with him is he has the music in him. He has released enough fire that I know he can make good music. He just also has a lot of bad music.
Yeah, that's true. I'm with you there.
So that's kind of like my thing. So, number 11, Machine Gun Kelly. I think he's...
Yeah, no, I think he's overhated because I think he's got a really good niche following, and I think he makes...
I'd say he's overhated now. Or like... Yeah. Because my thing is they made kind of like a joke of this where like he got in the beef with Eminem and then he switched genres after Eminem. So and I'm gonna be honest, I like him as this alt emo punk kind of like just he's more so singing over trap beats as opposed to trying to rap. I think he's way better. Like that song with fucking what's his name? It's not 24 Karat Gold. It's the other dude. Ian Dior. Yeah, Ian Dior. Yeah, that dude. That song, fucking amazing. Yeah. I love that song so much, and I think he was perfect on that.
Yeah, I agree. I think he probably is overhated. I think I think that's probably right because he gets a lot of hate for his quality of.
So number 10, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, not on this most recent album, but in general.
No, I think the past few albums. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember the last really good album from hers that I listened to.
Yeah,
I don't even remember the last really good song that she was on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I didn't even really like Trolls by 6ix9ine. Fifi might be the last song that she was on that I liked.
I think she's kind of like, I don't know.
She's kind of like, I would have a way higher opinion with her if she just stopped at one point.
Yeah, I agree.
Like she went so hard for so long.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of just like either keep going hard or stop. Like
right. Yeah, I don't know. She's in a little rough patch.
Number 9, I think he should be higher because I think he's so fucking overhated. Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
He is really good rapper. He makes really good music. I think it's just because he tells a story and he's got a message behind most of his raps that people just like fucking hate him.
Yeah, no, I've only heard a few songs by him and I think he's been excellent in all of them.
Dude, have you heard his new song Ramen and OJ with fucking Lil Baby? You would love it. It's fucking hard as shit. It's got Lil Baby. It's got Lil Baby, so you would love it.
That, yeah.
So yeah, I'll send that to you. But yeah, no, I think it should be higher. Number 8 is Eminem.
Yeah, that makes about sense.
Yeah, I mean, he's still the GOAT. I mean,
yeah.
I think wasn't Drake close to passing his records and then he dropped Music to be Murdered by and then fucking again pushed his lead of like album sales.
I don't know.
That album went fucking crazy.
I have no idea.
Which,
I didn't see.
As I've listened to it more, that album actually is pretty solid. There's some bangers on that.
I don't know if I ever listened to it.
You've heard Godzilla for sure.
Yeah, the last album by him that I listened to was the one with Chloroseptic on it.
The one before that was bad. This was like probably the best album I think he's done since like Marshall Mathers 2.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Like there's a Donnie T feature on there. That's a banger. That song's good. There's some other good songs on there that are like I really like. But yeah, so 7 is Drake.
Yep. That's fair.
I think Drake is very overhated.
Well, I think Drake should probably be number 1 based on if you want to look at just like sales versus hate. No, that's not true because I don't think he gets.
I think he should be number 3.
I think he gets less hate than he gets love. You know, like I think the thing is, this whole chart is how much hate they get versus how much, like
Yeah,
love
no. I mean, I think it should be Logic, J. Cole, Drake. I think those are the top 3 most overhated artists. Just period.
I think so too. It's really Drake makes the most sense to be super high because he's done so well and so many people hate him. But then again, he has so many adoring fans that it kind of
Yeah, I mean, did you see the video he posted that LeBron narrated for whenever he won Artist of the Decade?
Mm-mm.
It was basically just like it was like a video narrating, just showing like video footage of like from the start to like where he's at now,
Oh, that's it.
And it was just like it's like you can't be a rapper and a singer, you can't be light skinned, you can't be from Canada, and then it was just like, it's like, this won't work. Okay, it worked once. Okay, you got lucky. Oh, you did it once? See if you can do it again. And it's just like, and it just like kept going along the like all these excuses, and then it basically just like finished with like, he's like the most, he is more, he has more number ones just than the Beatles, Michael Jackson, like all these. He's the most streamed artist of all time. He's got the most of like everything. The other thing is he's like
half of those.
Wait, what?
I think I've contributed about half of his streams.
And then the final one that was like also super impressive that he did was he's the only artist to ever have debuted at number 1, 2, and 3 on the Billboard charts.
Wow.
Not album wise, but song wise. But still, so that makes sense. Anyway, sick video, got me hype. Also, Certified Lover Boy, where you at?
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, wasn't that supposed to come out in January?
Well, okay, now it makes sense that I was just like, okay, enough of the world is open that he can start playing. He can drop the album and then tour in the fall.
Yeah.
Like that is for sure.
At
Like
this
he
point,
could.
it seems like it should be. Does he have a date on it?
No, he just said this year. He has 2021. That's. Anyway, next Russ. I think he's pretty overhated. I think he's very overhated. I bet he has good music. Wait, what?
What is 6?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just don't listen to his music, but I overhate him for the meme.
Know.
He is so overhated just because it's a meme to overhate him.
I don't know if he's overhated because I don't know what hatred he deserves, you know? Like, I don't know like, I just don't listen to any of his music. The only song I know by him, I like, but, I mean, I've heard a couple other songs that I'm like, this is dumb, but I like to hate him. So maybe, I think that's probably appropriate. He probably should be. He probably is a little overhated. He's probably not as bad as people say.
Yeah. But. So number 5 is Chance. I think he's definitely overhated. I think for somebody who put out consistent music for so long and then just dropped the biggest stinker.
One stinky album.
It was so stinky.
Very stinky.
It was so stinky. It was so bad.
But imagine if he had, what was it, like 22 tracks or something like that? If you chop that into 3. Okay.
And it would be, I would rather one bad album than 3 bad albums. Are you kidding me?
No. If you chop it into 3 and then, so that's 6 songs. No, that's like, okay, that's 7 songs. Okay, never mind. Yeah, disregard that.
It was bad.
It was a lot. It was a collection of bad
It's
songs.
actually really impressive to see. I've never seen an artist put out a bad album and it affect their career and popularity more than this.
That literally, I think it was because it was such a buildup. Like, after 10
Dude,
days.
was undefeated.
Yeah.
He was literally undefeated for 3 albums in a row.
After 10 Day, it was like, oh my God, he started blowing up, whatever. Toured. People started knowing about him. Acid Rap dropped. It was amazing. A lot of people started knowing about him, at least like in the, like they were really interested in rap.
Also, another thing that's not only that, but like there's some albums that are considered like coming of age for like certain periods of time, and Acid Rap is literally like for our age, Acid Rap is literally on there of being like a coming of age album because it's like
for sure
because he's only like a few years older than us. It's kind of like him figuring out life, and it's like it's a very very important album even though it was a mixtape.
And then so Acid Rap comes out, Coloring Book comes out, it literally exceeded expectations. Everyone's like, holy shit. And
I think it was like the first streaming album to win fucking Grammys.
It was like so like that was when the mainstream everybody knew about him and it did super well, and then everyone's like, oh great, he's dropping a new album, and then everyone listened to it and it was like,
I think he leaned too into the wholesome because it blew him up so much. Because like it's really funny to think that everyone's just like, oh, Chance the Rapper's this family guy, he loves his wife, and he makes like Christian music, and it's like, yeah, the last album was like, I did a fuckload of acid, and here's the album.
Yeah,
and
right.
So it's just kind of like, oh, okay, this is very different.
Mm-hmm. His features since then have been really good. Did you watch his, or did you know he's dropping a movie? Released a movie?
No.
Okay, well, he's releasing a movie.
I heard he did. Oh, I know he kind of did. I know he slapped on that song with JB.
Oh, was that from like a year ago?
It was from probably like 6+ months ago. I don't know if it was exactly a year, but I think Vic Mensa might have been on it too. But
okay, so he's releasing a movie. It's called Chance. Nope, that's not true. It's not called Chance. That's a separate movie. Chance the Rapper movie. So he's releasing a movie. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I dream this? No. Okay, no. All right, Magnificent Coloring World.
I thought it was a documentary.
It might be a documentary.
Because I thought it was a documentary about like the coloring book era of his life.
It could be. I don't know. I just said movie because I know it's a long piece of content. But anyway, so I think that's what he's been doing recently. Okay, yeah. His concert film, Magnificent Coloring World, last night with a VIP event, blah, 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 blah. Who cares?
Anyway, just going on. Tyler, don't think should be on this list. J. Cole, I think, is one of the GOATs, and I think he should be respected as much as Kendrick Lamar. I think, personally, I'm going to say it. I think J. Cole is better than Kendrick Lamar. I know everyone's going to get on me for that. I at least like him way more than Kendrick Lamar, especially because I respect the fuck out of Kendrick, but like, everyone's like, oh shit, these albums are so good. Good Kid, Mad City is still my favorite, and I think his best album. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I think so
respect I respect what goes into. Maybe it's just the fact that it's like the reason it's like Good Kid, Mad City was like 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and then
Yeah.
Timid Butterfly was like For Your Eyes Only. Very different vibes, very serious. So there's that. Final thing I want to say on this: Big Sean should be kicked off this list. I have no fucking idea why he's on this list.
Yeah,
I don't know
who
who
even
hates.
hates Big
I don't
Sean?
even know a single person who does not like Big Sean.
Yeah.
And finally, I really like Logic. I get he's not for everyone. I get he's corny at times.
Yeah. I don't like
but
Logic.
I think
I just don't like the
he's
sound
really-
of his voice. That's pretty much
I think
it.
he's really good. Hey, that'll do it. That's the only reason I don't like 42 Doug. I don't like the sound of his voice.
I love this. I love 42 Dogs. I think it's so funny. He sounds so dumb, but I think it's like on purpose.
It may take a while. It's the same reason why I didn't like Lil Baby for so long, is his
Yeah.
voice was too nasally.
Kendrick Lamar, me and Lily were talking about this over the weekend. I still genuinely believe Kendrick Lamar's best song is Mad City, and it's not even close. And someone was like, I don't know, someone on Twitter was like, oh, what's Kendrick Lamar's best songs, whatever. No one said Mad City. There was this guy who compiled a list of his like top 10 favorite Kendrick Lamar songs, and I'm like, bro, you literally just have a hard on for like, you know, being the guy who knows all the Kendrick Lamar songs. So it's like the Heart Part 2, which first of all is not the best Heart, the Heart, you know, like the Heart Part 4, better.
I don't even
it was like a bunch of songs from like all of his early stuff. I'm like, dude, these are not his best songs, even remotely. You just want to be like, oh, look how many songs I know about Kendrick Lamar. Really pissed me off.
Yeah, no, you're probably right on
You
that.
know, Twitter pissed me off.
Yep.
What's new?
The old Twitter pissing you off.
Wait, you want to hear something that really pissed me off?
Yes.
Bitcoin.
Mainly
Twitter.
because it's 57 minutes in and we haven't even talked about anything else except for music this time. This really was a music episode.
We'll jump into crypto for a little bit. Crypto segment.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I found a new most hated Twitter section. I don't know, community, whatever you call it.
Is it the crypto community?
It is the crypto community. No, not the crypto community. It is the Bitcoin community.
Are they being little whiny babies because they suck compared to Ethereum?
So the crypto Twitter community in general is not that bad. They're a little bit naive, I think, at times, and they're hopeful. But they all think they kind of know a lot, and they really just don't. But Bitcoin is where it really pisses me off. So basically, Bitcoin Twitter is this entire community of people who it's a religion. I'm not kidding. It is a religion on Twitter. Whether like if you don't believe in Bitcoin, it's like you're shunned, and there's a problem with you because Bitcoin is the only way. So I think a bunch of people took their entire life savings and put it in Bitcoin, and they're like, Bitcoin is the best technology for cryptocurrencies because it's the worst. It's actually the worst. So because it's a store of value and it's deflationary. So basically what they're trying to say is that because crypto has a set amount of coins, because Bitcoin has a set amount of coins that can be produced, it's a better way to store value, and since you can't make any more coins after 21 million, I think, then you're not just gonna, randomly inflate the value for no reason,
See, I bet you could get to a point where they want to change it.
What do you mean?
Like they might get to a point where it'd be like, hey, why don't we do like a reverse split or whatever?
Because
and like the entire community comes together and they vote or some shit, and
yes, they can do that. So really the thing, I don't really care about any of that. Like, whatever. That's just how Bitcoin works. But what really pisses me off is the fact that they're like, all other cryptos are going to go down. Like, Bitcoin is the future because of that, basically that fact. And they hold on to that so hard, and they're like, don't invest in anything else. Don't put your money in anything else besides Bitcoin. And it's like, if you invest in anything else, you're basically wasting your money and you're hurting the technology.
I don't want to like go there, but I do. But I just want to say, it sounds like there's a specific R word that you could associate with these people. I'll let the audience figure out what I'm thinking.
So basically, what really pissed me off is like, I don't remember specifically what it was that someone said, but it was essentially the argument of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It's like why everyone was like, talking about why you should invest in Bitcoin rather than Ethereum. And at the end of the day, everyone was basically just saying, no, invest in mine because it's better. That was the whole problem with crypto Twitter. Everyone just makes up arguments to support theirs. And they're like, no, it's for the community. It's because we want to decentralize the economy and allow everyone to have a chance to be a part of this global currency. When in reality, they're just like, my money's in there and I don't want to lose any money, so invest in my thing. I'm like, you are so stupid. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I wish that I could remember exactly what I was thinking.
No, it's like that, but it's the same reason that it's kind of just like, I truly believe that Elon Musk is genuinely a good guy. I genuinely believe that in what he believes in.
Yeah.
I also think he knows that he can absolutely abuse the shit out of crypto based on his wealth, and he can just do pump and dump scams and just fucking make so much fucking money off of this, because Elon can just go crypto bad and then it drops 45%.
That's what
and then he will literally buy it at that low and be like, never mind, crypto good.
I remember
and then
what it was.
Skyrockets 3,000%.
So here's what happened. Elon Musk said that's exactly what started this. So Elon Musk said, Bitcoin bad, it take too much energy.
Yes.
And everyone goes, you ruined my life.
Yeah.
And basically everyone was like, so all he was saying was that Bitcoin is a bad technology. Bitcoin is a bad technology. Because it's the first one. It was the first cryptocurrency.
The first of everything is normally bad.
Yeah, and it's been updated since in several ways, so it's better than it was. But in terms of energy efficiency, it's very bad. Did we talk about these numbers last time?
Vaguely, because I know whenever I first looked into it, I remember like the economies of scale and just like the pure economics of like mining Bitcoin was god awful because the energy costs were fucking insane. And they would screw you. But my cousin mines Ethereum, and he was telling me that he makes a little bit. I mean, he doesn't make much profit because it's at such a small scale, but he's like, I'm still making money with my energy costs.
So Bitcoin costs it's 715 kilowatt hours to mine one Bitcoin. One Ethereum is like 70. One Dogecoin is like 0.17. So that's basically what's happening here. He was like, 700 is so much. Like, I'd rather something that is way less, like Dogecoin. And that's why he's like trying to invest in the development of Dogecoin into like a larger, more. So Dogecoin doesn't have a cap at all on how many coins can be produced. So he's trying to invest in basically the development of that and trying to like make it not so dumb.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But basically, he said Bitcoin bad. All the Bitcoin people were like, you're ruining the integrity of the crypto community. He's like, they're all just like, you're a bad person for doing this, and you're spreading FUD or whatever. I just learned what that term means. I don't know. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD.
That sounds like a very dumb word that you could also associate with another word that I'm thinking of that I alluded to earlier.
Yeah, so he's like, you're spreading FUD and whatever, and you're ruining crypto or whatever. I'm like, y'all just don't want to lose your money. You're making up excuses. You're making up like just reasons for people to, I don't know, to say that he's a bad person because you have money in it and you're passing it off as something else. Like it's scummy. I don't know. I just hate Bitcoin people now. So
I have something else to get into. So dumb business content pages on social media. So I've seen a lot of them, and they're like, do this.
Sorry, I'm checking paparazzi.
Warren Buffett. And then that's just like, it's just some stupid, like, it makes me so mad that I'm like, you're providing no value. You're not, this is not a business. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What? What do you mean?
They'll just like post dumb things. Like, it'll be like, do you know that if you do this and you do this, you can make $200 a year? And it's just like, shut up. This is not like, it's just, if anybody has some slight graphic design skill, they're just like, I'm going to start a business, like a business education Instagram page. This, or here, I'll let you say what you're going to say.
I saw the tweet. It was basically that. It was like a Munger, Munger? Charlie Munger?
Charlie Munger.
It was a Charlie Munger quote. And it was the most like random shit. And
That's,
they were just
yes,
like,
and it'll be like, how does this help you in business?
It was like
Warren Buffett could be like, drink Coke, I fuck my wife, and then quote Warren Buffett, hashtag make billions, and it's just like, this has nothing to do with fucking.
And all the comments are like, man, that guy, he knows.
It's like, dude, I did a quote by the rich guy, and it's just like, shut up.
Yeah, no, the Charlie Munger quote, I can't remember what it was. I wish I could, because it was so just unhelpful. It was like
that's also, it's like it's not helpful at all.
Yeah, it was like, save more than you spend. Charlie Munger. I'm like, wow. My dad told me this when I was 8.
Yeah. So it's like that. These are the type of ones that really sent me over the edge. And I'm going to read you one that I saw that I had to. So it was like, question on college. It's a tweet from this dude. Daughter number 1 receives a nice letter from Yale saying to apply. Includes cost calculator. Cost for her is $306,000. If she invests $306,000 and surfs for 30 years, she ends up with $2.5 million at age 48, $5 million at 46, and easily $10 million at 65 years old. Why would she pick Yale? Dude, not every fucking 18-year-old girl has $306,000 to just invest in the market. That is the dumbest thing ever, and it makes me so mad. It's like, hey, you can throw all these numbers around. I can throw literally $1 billion into my 1% savings account at Ally Bank, and I would make so much fucking money on interest income of just leaving it as savings.
$1 million? No, $10 million a year.
Like, cool. If you have any money.
I'm like,
yeah, guys, sorry, I'm quitting the podcast now because I'm gonna put my $1 billion in my Ally savings account and just.
Why don't you get a loan for $1 billion, put it into the bank that you got the loan from? Your 1% interest will make you $10 million a year.
And then your interest.
Why don't more people do this? Why don't more people do this? I don't understand. I mean, the bank knows it's gonna get its money back. You just took the loan out and you put it right back in the bank. They know the money's there. Like, if they take 0.5%, you're still making $5 million a year, and they're making $5 million a year. It's free money.
I know.
What?
Step 3, profit.
How are people poor? I don't understand. What? Like, that's so easy. Anyway, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's shit like that bothers me.
Yeah,
like, they're just like, yeah, if you do this, and it's like, hey, that's not how things work. You don't just start off with that.
Yeah. So
that was my rant.
So I as I've been more and more ingrained in the whole startup Twitter world, I always saw memes about how like all these VCs are just like all they do is brag basically, and they just are like so cocky because they just have a shitload of money, and once you're in the VC world, like you're sucked in. Anyway, and so I finally started seeing it.
First off, the reason that happens is that just makes me so mad. Like, the VC fund model is actually so easy. You just have to be right once, and then it covers all of your losses, and you're just like, I made money.
As long as you have 10 super rich people funding your fund so that you can keep making investments.
The VC model to me is just an excuse to raise a fund and collect management fees. That's it. That's really
That's literally all it is. It's so that the super rich people don't have to actually spend their money or spend their time going, hey, I want to invest, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, which I guess is what all businesses are.
Yeah.
But
anyway, continue.
So I don't know. Like yesterday, some person was like, how, I don't know, it was like a 10 tweet thread, and it was like how I made 10 million in 2 weeks or whatever. And they were like, I invested in this. They IPO'd. It was like, or no, it was like how I made $10 million in 4 hours of work or something like that. And it was literally like, I invested in this. They IPO'd. And everyone was like, you didn't do anything. It was like, well, okay, that's not good advice for anybody.
First off,
who cares?
It's good advice to invest, and like that's just how you. First off, that's just how you get super rich.
No, it was like if you're a VC, it was like become a VC. That was basically what it was saying.
No, that's not good advice. I'm saying investing. That is how you get super rich. Super rich people do not make money from that. They get paid lots of money and then they invest it, and their money makes money. That's simply just how you make. That's how you get super fucking rich. That is horrible advice. That's being like, yep, everyone has access to these companies that will grow enough to be worth doing an IPO.
Right. It was like have $500,000 just on debt. It's like half $1 billion and put it in your bank account and then make $10 million every month or every year. You know, it's the exact same thing.
It's so stupid.
It was literally, he was just like, yeah. So I mean, if you're a VC and you make a good investment, you make money. I made $10 million, 4 hours of work. All I did, I heard a pitch and I said, nice, here's $500,000. I don't know how much he actually invested, but anyway, there's a lot of that. It's really funny. And now I'm just noticing it because when I first was like in this space, like reading about it, I was
need to follow Chamath then.
I should. Also, there's been so many like people memeing on Chamath.
Or is it Chamath?
I think it's
Yeah, Chamath. My bad.
I've been seeing so many people meme on Chamath.
Dude, have you not seen his thing where it was like a CNBC? It was a clip from CNBC, and it showed the screenshot of him saying, "I'm about to really fuck shit up," and then you just see all of his SPACs. And they range. He's got 7 SPACs out, which I don't know if you know what those are.
No.
Stands for Special Purpose Acquisition Company.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what you do is instead of you raising private money, what you do is you take a shell company public and people invest in it. And then your whole purpose of this is be like, I'm going to go buy a company. And then that's just how you do it. And it's a way of kind of like avoiding all this regulation of going public. It's very beneficial for companies that don't want to deal with all the regulation and do that, is they can just get acquired. And it's just kind of like the shell company dissolves because it's just a shell company. Okay. It just becomes, that's how it's like how you go public without having to go public.
Gotcha.
Anyway, he has 7 of them, and they range from being down 71% to 35%, being down 35% since they went public. So like, it's just, that was the thing. It was just like,
it was like, I don't know. It was
like he did Chamath did Virgin Galactic. Like he's the one that took them public, and it's down like 71% since they've gone public.
I saw it was like Chamath said something like his quote tweet from Chamath that was like, I don't know, some like hard shit.
It was probably, I'm about to fuck this shit up,
something along those lines, and then it showed his and it was like 2019 or something, like his graph of 2019, and then a graph of I thought it was just like an index fund that he had made, but I guess it might just
no,
be
it's
the
the
index
SPACs.
of
It's the SPACs.
And then it was like now, and it was just so funny.
Yeah, his shit is just. Which at the end of the day, the other thing with is like public markets are valuable, but like it's inevitable to make money. Yeah, I know.
I didn't realize
it's inevitable to make money to just like buy before you IPO and then just go public. Like you don't even have to invest that early. You can guarantee almost to make money if you buy before it goes public and then sell once it's public.
Yeah. That is, yeah.
There's probably restrictions on how long you can hold it, because I know one thing is like you can't just dump it immediately. But anyway.
So my favorite asshole VC, who's not the biggest asshole VC, is just my favorite.
Peter Thiel is still my favorite VC. Like that man is such a savage.
But he's like cool. He's not quite as. Well, I guess Paul Graham is my favorite VC, but he's not an asshole.
Who is Paul? Paul Graham is the founder of Y Combinator.
Yeah. So he's my favorite because he's a nice guy, and he.
You would like Chris Sacca.
Chris Sacca.
Chris Sacca
is 2 C's.
Yeah.
I'm not following him.
Follow him. He's like, the way he stood out is he just was like, I was in Texas one day and just bought a cowboy shirt, and everyone at this conference knew who I was because I wore the cowboy shirts. So he's just hilarious. The cowboy shirt guy.
That's hilarious. This is the only reason I know him. I saw this tweet and I thought it was funny.
Every successful person that I know takes notes. You want to be noticed, rise through the ranks at your company, and every meeting take notes. Yeah. This is really solid advice. This is terrible advice.
It's 2 replies to the tweet, and one says, "This is really solid advice," and the other reply says, "This is terrible advice." And he quoted and said, "Twitter in one picture."
First off, we've talked about this before.
Yeah,
like that.
No,
that's where I got it from.
Oh, that was
he did that. He did that at Google. That's how he rose.
This guy?
That's how he rose to the ranks at Google.
I didn't
Is
know
he
that
just kept? He didn't care if they get asked. He would just show up and be like, "I'm here to take notes."
No, yeah.
And he just kept moving up because the company was big enough to where they might not have known him, but if they knew him as the note taker guy, and that's how he got noticed. And that's kind of like his whole thing. It's like, how do you stand out and get noticed? His was like, I'm gonna wear ridiculous cowboy shirts because when I go to conferences and I meet with a bunch of people, they're gonna want to pick me because they remember me as the cowboy shirt guy.
Gotcha. That's sick.
So yeah, no, he's a great guy, and he's probably worth like $2 billion. He's invested in like every probably unicorn you can think of.
Yeah.
And he's an angel investor, but
well, my favorite asshole VC is Keith Rabois.
I don't know who that is. What fund does he at?
I don't know.
Or is he an angel?
He might be an angel. I'm not sure.
VC sounds more of a douche because angel means you're alone and you're kind of using your own money.
You're kind of like helpful. Whereas, VC is like, I'm rich.
I've got a fund.
Yeah. I don't know.
You see that? I've got a fund.
Look at all my capital.
Get those fucking management fees.
Capital is a commodity. Capital is a commodity. Capital can be bought and sold just like anything else.
I feel like we have to do a skit on VCs now, even though we don't do skits. But I think that would be fun. Skit. I need to buy Tim Dillon's fake business. It's just the Enron logo, but they took out the bottom of the E, and it's that, but it's the F, and it's just fake business, and that's like his whole merch line.
That's funny. I saw Tim Dillon said
he's so fucking funny. I'm obsessed with Tim Dillon.
I was about to say Tim Dillon said something recently, and then
that was it.
That was it. I don't know what it was. He said something recently though.
I would love to talk about our beach trips, but I feel like we're very far into this.
Yeah, I went to the beach. Did you go to the beach?
I did. I got evicted. That's kind of why I wanted to.
Oh, really?
At 3:45 in the morning.
Why you got evicted?
No, some dumb bitch got us evicted. I don't care if you hear this. Sorry. She decided to pee in a parking garage that we're at this. Essentially, it's a resort. It's not even a condo. Yeah. It's like a resort. So they have cameras fucking everywhere. Panama City Beach is already the trashiest place ever, and they want any reason to kick out the trash and keep their money. So they went out. We went to sleep. Gab and I were asleep, and Matt Landry just wakes us up, and at 3:45 in the morning is like, "Hey, this person, I'll keep your name private, but fuck you." Yeah, they were like, she went pee in the fucking parking garage. They caught her on camera, and they're like, "We can arrest you, and you can become a pedophile and make you file for it because there's kids at a resort. It makes sense. You're pissing in a public place, like or a place where there are kids. And
at 3:45?
Doesn't matter. I mean, it's the same reason they did a joke about this in Horrible Bosses. Charlie Day is a registered sex offender because he got drunk, walked home from a bar, and pissed at a playground and got caught by a cop. And even though there were no kids there because it was 3 a.m, it was still at a playground. That's there were kids. There could have been kids there. Yeah. So sex offender. Anyway, so they were like, "You have an hour to get out." Security was standing at our door with it open, watching us leave, and they were like, "If you don't leave in an hour, we're calling the cops." So Gab and I just went home. That's why I was home Sunday instead of yesterday. It's because Gab and I were just like, we tried to find a place, we couldn't find a place. We're like, fuck it, we're just gonna go home to Baton Rouge.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was fun. Got a nice panic attack after that. That was fun. But
did y'all? Was everyone sober? We all just have to find the only sober person, or just like someone drive.
Well,
where'd y'all go after that? Y'all just drove straight home at 4:45.
We got to a hotel and we're hanging out there at like 4 till like we didn't finish packing up till probably like 4:30. Mm-hmm. Or no, they caught her at that. They didn't approach us and start evicting us probably until like 4:15ish.
Okay.
So it was like 4:45 by the time we left. And we were on the road though by 6 a.m. Like we were maybe even like 5.
Jeez.
Like the sun was rising as we were on the road home. Which is also what sucks about hotels is every goddamn place check-in is at 3 p.m. So I'm just like, I want to go to bed now.
Yeah.
So That's why, because I was like, I don't want to wait to have to pay to check into somewhere else at 3 and then stay there.
A motel or something.
Nope, they were all full. I mean, they were all booked because I mean, there's not that many of them. All of them are hotels that check in at 3.
Damn.
So that happened. So that was fun. But also, I don't ever want to go to Panama City ever again. It was so trashy. Like literally, they had this bar and restaurant that was called Pineapple Willie's that had a pineapple with these big teeth that looked like would scare the shit out of you while you're tripping on bath salts or have a bad trip while you're on acid. It's looked horrifying.
Which you might in Florida. We should go to Miami.
Yes. You actually, okay, you told me that story.
We'll talk about this next time.
We can talk about it next time, but one thing I would just want to say is I keep talking about how I want to move to Houston. They have no income tax in Florida. Kind of want to move to Miami. Miami's way more live.
Miami.
Way more live.
Yeah.
And there's beaches. There's no beaches.
I think the move is go wherever we can make the most money.
And then move to Miami.
And then move to Miami.
Yes.
Yes. And then,
yes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about our parlay hit finally. You saw that on Twitter.
Dude, it
was electric.
So high. I wish we had more time.
I mean, we could do it, but I don't want to.
We're at an hour 20 already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So our parlay hit. My parlay didn't hit last night. Our midweek parlay that we didn't hit either.
We were a little bit too we had the adrenaline pumping. We're excited.
You know, you fueled my gambling addiction again, by the way, with that midweek parlay and getting me excited.
I'm sorry.
I literally did. Other than the weekly parlay, I was good at betting for almost like since the Masvidal fight. I didn't make a single bet.
Owned,
and then I made 7 bets last night.
Getting owned by the midweek parlay kind of
humbled us.
Yeah, it kind of killed it for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're still gonna do one in 2 days whenever we go to Pluckers.
Yeah, no, for sure. It killed it for like the
midweek.
Yeah.
For the midwife.
For the, what?
I'm kidding. I don't know. I said midwife. That's what I said.
Alrighty.
Send us fan questions, please.
Yeah.
Also, if you're seeing this on wherever you're seeing this, remember we are on the One Team Media YouTube channel now, not the Function YouTube channel. Get those numbers back up. Our numbers are lower than they used to be. But I don't know if that's because, well, actually, that wouldn't relate to. No, that's still low. Get our numbers back up. Also, One Team Media, can we get an intern, please? I'd actually prefer an intern over sponsors at this moment. Just because I think it would make for more entertaining stuff if we just had an intern here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway, follow us on everything. Share with everyone you know, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Where it's at, it's the